Who's asleep amidst the trees? That's all a swaying in the breeze. But one so light, anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags and rakes. For your dolly Polly sleep has flown, don't dare let her tremble alone. For the wheelchair, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe. It's all silent for the night. Cows turned in as daylight dies. But when so light, anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags and rakes, my dear darling.
Evening, everybody. Hope you've all had a nice Christmas and looking forward to the new year. We're here, finally doing a live feed. Tonight is Ben's looking after the studio for us. I've got Amy, Ant, and Jane here, and we are in the attic, the old sounds room. Tonight we are going to do a Ouija board, but we're inviting anything evil or anything demonic or anything at all that's nasty, because it's a bit of an experiment that we want to do, because we believe it's down to your intent. So we don't want grandma to come through. We don't want any nice people to come through. We just want it nasty, as nasty as so. What we're going to do, I'm going to ring the bell. Tonight, anybody nasty, any murderers, any demons, anything at all to make something really interesting happen. So now Amy is going to alter the camera angle. She's going to focus on the Ouija board. And we are going to start. Okay then, so we're all ready. Are you going to just sit and observe, Jane, as you normally do?
I am. I'm going to just try and work on pulling in anything and everything we can through.
So are you feeling anything in here now?
I can already see a couple of things that have recently joined us.
That's
so we can let's just hope that they'll communicate with us.
So like I said, Ben's in the studio. He can put comments up, and Amy's watching the live feed on her phone as well. So we're just going to start. So we'll put fingers on the glass and we'll just take it round. We're going to take it anti-clockwise. I'm not counting how many circles it's doing. Okay, we'll take it to the middle. Okay then, is there anyone here that would like to talk to us using this board, using this Ouija board? Can you move the glass, please? Just move it anywhere to start off with, so we know there's someone in here with us. Just move it anywhere, any direction you want to start off with.
Bloss says, do you think the doctor will come? Is that a J or a K?
K. Okay, it's a K. Next letter. I. And another letter.
That's a good start.
Another letter. Kill. Okay, who do you want to kill?
Take the planchette to the person you would like.
To kill.
Yeah.
Oh, bad luck, Anne.
Unlucky.
Okay then.
Why? Why me?
Why not?
D O N T L I K E Y O U. Don't like you.
Oh,
So
we thought you were
That's a
such a
good
nice
reason.
guy.
That's a good enough reason.
Yeah.
okay then. Have we spoken to you before then? Have we spoken to you before? Okay then. Have you come in tonight because you know we wanted to speak to someone evil? Is that the only reason you've come tonight? Okay then.
Have I met you before? So how can you not like me if you've never met me?
I. Yes, they do. Okay, are you a male? Are you? Have you got any connection to this building at all? Have you come through the mirror? Have you taken an instant dislike to Ant? Is there anyone else you don't like around this table? Move the glass towards them.
Oh, what are you doing, Jane? You just sat there.
Don't like any of us. So, who are you picking up, Jane?
I have got. I do feel he's over there between you two, and
Did someone just whine?
No, I just moved on my chair,
Okay,
but I didn't whine.
I thought it sounded like a whine.
and how he appears to me, he's just like a skeleton, but he is draped in black. Sort of, it's like a black sort of robe, but it is in sort of tatters.
Is it almost like
But he's got a stick. It's like a spear as well.
it's almost? It sounds a bit like death, if you know what I mean.
Possibly, he could be possibly interpreted like that, but I do feel he's come through the mirror. And I'm trying to write at the same time.
I am deaf.
So
What?
I'm deaf to you. Okay.
I didn't get that.
I
one.
am
I'm
deaf to you all.
So I'm trying to write at the same time and I'm trying to keep up.
So, do you not like us because of what we're doing?
I just don't think he likes anybody.
Yes to you.
It's not his job to sort of like this is how I sort of this is how it his energy feels, that he's not meant to like anybody, he's not meant to attach himself to anybody, he's not he's he's like a solitary figure.
I hate.
Who do you hate?
Oh,
I hate all. Do you have a name?
Death.
Mm. So,
Sue's mentioned standing all in black.
Yeah, he is what he's wearing is black.
so you're showing
So-
yourself to Jane, is that right? So you're allowing Jane to see you? Will you allow one of us three to see you? Are you going to hurt one of us tonight then?
Okay.
What are you going to do?
What? Oh. I ain't got none of this.
You will.
You will see. Is that it? I can't.
Later. You will see later.
so you've got a really husky voice.
Will you make some noises for us?
I'm quite shaky, but I'm not sure if that's my blood sugars.
Party.
GAME. Party game. S.
Party
Oh.
games.
No party games.
He means
He's
business.
not into party games. Like
It does seem sort of quite a stern, serious figure. There's no sort of
making
joking.
noises. It's party games, isn't it?
Ah,
Perhaps.
yeah.
It can't break that mirror because I'll end up having to put it back together.
Oh,
Well, what can you do for us? Is there something that you can do? Is there some music playing?
Yeah, I think it's.
Done
Have they got a guitar going or something?
It's the
There's some
problem,
like
isn't it?
vibration going in my
Yeah.
ear.
There
Do
is
you-
a guitar.
Do you have a name? I've asked you that. Okay, I've asked you that before, haven't I?
Is there something you want from us? What do you want from us? R A really what?
Release.
Release. Are we the only ones that can do that? So why did you choose us? U C A L L.
Because
You called me. Oh, that would make sense.
See who you call, Jane? Death himself.
I was after the Ghostbusters. Oh. Do you have a message for us?
Michelle says she heard a moan.
Cool.
Can
Hey, what-
you spell out the message?
L I V E. Is that an I?
Yeah.
N F
Living. Oh, got a G.
E A. Oh, live in fear. Something O O M. Me. Live in fear of me.
Well, sorry, but we don't live in fear of you.
Oh, did you hear that bang?
I
Beyond-
heard something,
Yeah.
yeah, over
Yeah.
there.
It was near that box.
Yeah.
And again.
We don't live in fear of you.
You're not allowed to take us until our time's up anyway.
We don't fear you. We're quite happy to talk to you.
Sue wants to know, is he a soul collector?
He ain't having my soul.
With Ginger, you don't have a soul.
I collect souls.
And Sarah Jane says he has come to the wrong place to live in fear.
Did you just make a bang? Is that because I annoyed you with what I said? Should everyone fear you? Why?
F E what?
Fear.
Fear. D E A T H. Fear death. Do you know what? Multitasking is not my best thing.
All I've got going around my head is don't fear the Reaper.
Is not death a natural process? When our souls return back to the spirit world, our physical bodies tire and expire. That is a natural process.
Are you talking about our soul?
Certainly.
Yeah, you're talking about our soul. You come from people's souls.
Are you from the spirit world? Or what world are you from?
M I R R O R. Mirror.
Mirror world.
What? Yes.
Can you come in and out of the mirror at will?
Are you one of the guardians?
Have you met Jane before then? Oh, you're a celebrity.
Do you know who I am?
No,
No,
he's not saying you're a celebrity.
Hang on. Vicky says, ask where does he think our souls go?
Okay then, where do our souls go? When our body dies, where do our souls go?
W H E R E Y O U C H O O S E. Wherever you choose.
Oh.
So can I go and live on the moon when I die?
Sue's said he was a soul collector. Ask him if he brings a bird with him.
Do you bring a bird with you?
Is it something like a crow or a raven or something like that? A
Well,
blackbird?
they're more for protection.
It'll be vulture.
What's that? Well, I don't know. So what sort of bird is it then?
Is your answered and?
I don't know whether he's answered me or hasn't.
Okay. Is it a bird that we know? What sort of bird is it?
T. This feels different. E. O. P. M.
What's that spell?
T on. P.
It's not making any sense now, is it?
L. No.
No. No. I ain't got a clue what
That
that is.
doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why is it why is the glass moving so slowly now?
I don't think it's him. It was definitely energy shift.
Yeah, who's going to push death off it?
Sue said blackbird. Of some sorts.
So am I still talking to death? Okay then.
So what sort of bird is it then? What's that H? V. U. Oh. L. T. U. R. H. Vulture.
Yeah, 'cause they're scavengers of the dead, aren't they?
Henry Vulture.
Henry Vulture.
Because it says H before it.
H. Vulture. A vulture.
Oh, Vulture. Why am I cracking jokes? So trying to be funny when I'm flipping got death standing right next to me in arm's length.
I think it's just a defence mechanism.
Are you,
that when Nigel's around.
are you annoyed because we're not taking you seriously? Okay, so you've got to do something more for us to take you too seriously. Okay then.
This thing is, it does not feel evil at all at the minute.
I don't feel threatened. or
No, I
anything.
don't feel threatened. I think it's something taking the mickey.
No, I think he's genuine, but I just think he's got that sort of
Did you hear that bump again?
yeah. He's got that sort of air of superiority over things, and humour just sort of goes over his head.
I don't think it's personally going to be death, but I think it's going to be some.
Have you Have you been around for a long time?
That was me.
Oh, that was a big
Oh,
bang. I
God.
was going to say that was a big bang.
That was a brilliant one.
No.
Have you been around for a long time?
Sue's put stands and looks like normal man, but he's not.
Have you been around since the dawn of men? Are you an ancient figure?
Did you have another question for me then?
I did.
What was your question?
Have you been around since the first star was born? And even before then, when there was nothing.
It's knocking on a bit, isn't it? I feel awful. Joking.
Well, that's human nature. Joking is human nature.
But it's not everyone.
We can't.
Because death
We
standing
can't
next
help
to 'em.
being human.
Terry says, if it's death, has he come for a reason?
Okay then, if you really are death, have you come for a reason? No?
Well, we've already asked him that, haven't we?
Yeah. Is
Because
it
we
because
called
we
him.
called you? We invited you to come. Okay then.
Finger's cold.
You cold?
No, my finger is.
Oh, so I'm baking.
I'm cold.
Is that someone's chair?
Yeah, I know my chair's creaking.
Do you go round on your own? So were you human? What do we ask him now? I'm getting pain in the eye now.
On your
Right,
left,
left or
on your
right?
left,
Left
on
eye.
your right.
No, left eye.
All right.
And now I'm guessing it right side.
I've not heard from him for a while.
Who? Is there anyone else in this room with us?
Sue says, wears a hat too.
Can you? I know we're not asking you to do party games, but we'd like you to do something else. I know you've done some taps, some bangs. About moving this table, perhaps.
Terry says, I've seen death in many guises. Images, always a reason to collect. I'm impression is always ways to get paid. I W H
No,
L.
WI.
I will.
I will. A L X.
Or W, is it?
Is it W?
Yeah.
Always C O L L E C T. I will always collect. P A. Should be payment. M E N T. I'll always collect payment.
But what is the payment?
It's probably souls. I wouldn't have a clue.
What is payment?
T E T E T T E T E.
What's this mean? Don't know what that's supposed to mean.
No. E S I Y N H R I. I don't even know what it's spelling that. I'm just writing loads of random letters.
Can you throw the glass off?
Is he getting a bit peed off?
No, I don't think he gets peed off. He will just play you at your own game. He's been around for a long time.
What's up with your eye, Neil?
My eyes hurting.
It doesn't help that that light's too bright.
Would you want me to turn it to red?
No, it's okay. Are you starting to affect us around the table? Are you affecting someone's eyes? Who are you affecting? Anyone else? Yeah,
Pretty much.
you're just affecting the men then. Is there a reason for that?
Terry Coop says, will it leave without payment?
Once we've finished tonight, will you leave without collecting any payment?
So something's got to pay. You're going to have to get your hand in your pocket for
No
a change.
What kind of payment? Will you accept any form of payment? Okay then.
So what sort of payment is it after?
Whatever we give him. Is that right then? Whatever we want to give you is okay for payment.
Well, we will give him our gratitude.
Good thinking.
We will give him our gratitude and be thankful.
Terry says, hate to say, payment is not death.
But you can't do that till our time's up anyway.
Have you ever come to anyone else that's called you, that's invited you like we have tonight? And did they make the payment before you left? So you're happy to go with our payment of gratitude. What did the other, how many times have you come through to other people like this? Use the numbers. How many times?
Is it 4? 44.
Is it 44? Is it
Just
4?
Is it millions? Thousands?
Have some of these people paid in death?
I'm cold right next. Right here.
We're not going to pay with our death. We're going to pay you for coming through that mirror in our gratitude.
Terry says, if it's death, where does it take soul energies?
Okay, then when
Haven't
you
we
take
already asked him
souls, sorry?
Haven't we already asked him that? Where they take
Yeah.
the souls? Or where do souls go to?
Anywhere
They say
we choose.
wherever they want, don't they?
Wherever they choose.
Can you only take people's souls when it's their time to go? Okay then.
Is this the first time you've travelled through the mirror? Have you been to the centre before? Is this the first time you've travelled through our mirror? Yes. Have you travelled through other mirrors? Other doorways?
Terry's got another question. Who says time to go to death?
Okay then. Death, who tells you when it's time to go and get a soul?
You. And I. The universe.
Holy shit. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Okay then.
Does to me.
Death, is there a God?
Many.
Is there a one God? Just tell us. You're only telling us 4 people.
Is there a supreme cosmic energy? This God could be translated into lots of things, couldn't it? Lots of people have different gods.
Maggie Gibbons says more than one.
What else are we asking? This is a fantastic opportunity talking to Death himself.
Well,
Is there a heaven and a hell?
Not even. Any of that.
Yours.
so we all have our own hell. We all
So
have our own
my
heavens.
heaven,
Which makes sense.
my heaven will be different to Jane, Amy, and Ant's. So if we're really evil, do we go to hell?
Right. Terry says it's not a joke, but it's like Santa. It alone works around the world.
Do you just go to this planet? Do you go to other life forms on other planets?
What is the closest planet to Earth that has life form on it?
A. L. Is that a no or a P?
P.
H.
Alpha.
Is that C?
C.
E. N. T. U. R. E. Alpha Centauri.
What's that then?
Oh, I think it's the name of. I think it is the name of a place.
I can say I have heard that name before. I just don't know where.
Okay, then.
Terry's got another one.
Okay.
Is there pain in death?
Okay, then. Death. Is there pain for us when we die? Is there pain?
There's only pain in dying.
Yeah. Are there many other species on other planets? Are we all interlinked?
Maggie's put, is it in our universe? And then Terry's put, it's a plant in a book. Probably means the
Planet.
Alpha Centauri.
So all life forms interlinked on all the different planets.
Are some people able to walk between the worlds?
Right, Shell Buckley has put, Alpha Centauri is a gravitationally bound system of the closest stars and exoplanets to our solar system at 437 light years from the sun. The name
4.37. 4.37.
yeah, the name is Latinized from the Centauri and abbreviated Alpha Cen or a Cen. Wikipedia distance to Earth 4.367 light years.
Which is not that far away.
So let's get this right in my head because I'm getting very confused here. My little brain.
Vicky
So-
says Alpha Centauri is a star
Is
system.
that from our sun? 4.37 light years from our sun?
I don't know. Probably, which isn't
Because
far.
there was something in the news a couple of weeks ago,
Right.
about possible life forms
Oh, yeah.
in the atmosphere of Venus, I believe.
All right.
Completely different to obviously life as we know it.
All right. Okay. Okay then. Have all the alien species visited this planet?
Lisa Parker said Alpha Centauri is the closest star system to Earth and 4 light years away.
Okay. Are they here with us now? Not with us four, but are they on our planet now? People from other planets.
Are they disguised as humans?
Are they humanoid?
Okay.
So going back to ancient Egypt, was it aliens that helped build the pyramids? Was it with their technology? Is Stonehenge got something to do with this?
there something buried in Stonehenge that we've yet to discover?
Terry wants to know, is death connected to the Watchers?
Are you connected to the Watchers?
Like this.
No.
Yes, no.
Yes, no, maybe.
He's not allowed. You're not allowed to answer that. Is that right?
Lisa wants to know, is Stonehenge a beacon to the other life forms?
Is Stonehenge a beacon to other life forms visiting us? Was it a beacon?
If you think about it, it's on a ley line, and apparently alien species use ley lines as like connection, like highways.
Okay. Do we have an alien in this building with us? Have we got something in this room that we can use to communicate with these aliens?
Right, I've got a couple more. So Sue's put, why are some of us able to connect to spirit and others not? And then Shell says, if death is here to collect souls of the deceased, then why do some stay on Earth as spirit energy? And are they advising or
Is
moving
that your
on?
stomach?
I wish it weren't, but okay then. I can't remember the questions now.
Because about spirit, because yeah, I mean I could answer that, but if you want to ask
Well, yeah, answer it
death
then.
as such,
Then we'll ask him to confirm it. Or disagree
all
with it.
the spirits or souls are here anyway, and they reside in all these open spaces around us, which is known as the matrix or the field, and it's all made of energy. It's all moving energy, and it's like it's almost just through the veil.
You heard that,
I
didn't
heard
you?
that.
And
It's
it
like
was
a
all
click.
it's all in the big open spaces around us. Higgs field, you can Google Higgs field, you can Google the matrix, and all this energy is all connected. It's all around us. It's all been proved by science, and
You can't be cold.
that's where the souls go.
I'm cold.
Well, he said yes to you, Jamie.
When our soul leaves our physical body, it just joins the spirit world, which is all around us. That's why we get to see them so easily, and we get to communicate with them so easily, because they only have to sort of manifest their energy to just communicate with us or for us to see them.
Okay. Death, do we all have the ability to see dead people, dead souls, or souls? But we lose the ability as we get older. Most of us lose the ability as we get older. Is that right?
Can you tell us why we lose that ability?
Shell's got another question. C R A. I don't know.
Brain.
I ain't got a clue what this is saying. now.
Brainwash.
Right. Well, Shell's got another one. Right. Shell says, so why does Death need to collect? In other words, why has he a job?
Well, as I would
to
I
give the
would
souls
see
a
it that
choice.
somebody, somebody in the grand scheme of things, possibly wants to oversee that these things happen. And we know from our own experiences that sometimes they are missed and it doesn't go to plan.
So it's spelling out something.
To control.
Lisa says, is death there to guide them into the next life then? That's quite a good question, actually.
Well, we would all, I mean, as I believe, it's obviously we're still all opening to learning, but I believe it's a natural process anyway.
Yeah.
So as your physical body dies, your soul spirit will just go back to the spirit world, which is all around us.
Yeah.
And you meet up with your loved ones and they come to collect you and things like that. But it wouldn't surprise me that somebody's role like death is there to sort of oversee and supervise and make sure in the grand scheme of things it all happens like it should do.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day when there weren't as many people on Earth, people were living a lot longer, weren't they? Apparently.
Yeah. Because,
There
death,
has-
the figure of death, the Grim Reaper, is, we've I can see this guy, and we have to be careful that we just don't fall into, we need to keep an open mind and we don't fall into something that we automatically assume because it's what we've been told. And, is the Grim Reaper more of a man-made character than a true spiritual sort of,
Overseer.
yes. Just following the pentagram.
Yeah. There we go. He's finally got it.
Are you focusing on the symbol of the pentagram?
That's a sign of protection anyway, the sign.
Well, it's the sign of the four elements, isn't it? Going back to earth, fire, water,
And spirit.
spirit, air,
Yes,
four
it's a
elements.
We've had this before, haven't we?
I think it's like this.
Have you anything else to tell us? Is there anything else we can learn from you? Have you a last message for us?
Like Lisa said, would you say then, Jane, that the figure we see as death in pictures is what we as humans have cooked up to speak, and that they are in fact not a skeletal figure at all?
Well, I see this figure as a skeletal. What I see, what's come tonight. What I see is a skeletal figure, and he's in black. Now,
maybe it's whatever we want to see it.
It didn't strike me as the Grim Reaper when I first seen him. He just struck me as being a dark sort of figure. And we have to be careful that it's the same as, I see it on the same lines as the Demon Files.
Yeah.
We have to be careful that we don't just assume we know what these characters are and we know what they're going to do or anything like that because of what we've been told before.
Yeah.
And, if it's the Grim Reaper, are we going to we don't want to sort of mislead what we're going to learn because of our preconceptions of what we've been told about the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. Lisa says, do you think he shows himself like that so we know who he is?
Well, I didn't know who he was.
No.
I didn't assume he was the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, that was my perception of him.
I mean, personally, I think that obviously when it is our time, it would show up as whatever was or whoever was the most dearest to you, and just sort of ease you through gently, kind of thing.
But the information he's given us tonight is very very helpful. I think very knowledgeable, and it just makes me want to go and get another book and read up even more.
Yeah.
So
I want to find out more about him. You know,
Sue Latham has put, don't believe in the Grim Reaper, but nearly died in January and did look like it, staring at me. Just went as got help in hospital. He looked real to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still...
but would this Grim Reaper character appear to people how they
Perceive it.
perceive him? You know, if you're a sweet, you know, does it change its form? Does it change its image when it comes to collect your soul, depending on how you've been in life?
Yeah. Shell's put, surely ask the board what they show themselves as to the deceased on their death.
So could this same thing turn up as an angel to collect their soul?
Exactly.
Could it turn up as a Grim Reaper if you've been, you know, not particularly nice?
Okay, then, Death. Do you show you when people are dying, their bodies are dying, you go to do whatever you do? Do you show yourself as different things to different people?
Is it dependent on their belief?
And how they've lived their life? Okay, how long have we been going on for?
57 minutes.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna finish this chat soon. Do you have any last messages for us? Okay, can you spell out your message for us four around this table?
D E A D I S A R I Death is a what? A world? Oh,
Death is a world, I thought.
I thought it was going to put death as a window.
You mean death is just a different world? Should we fear death?
Just greet it as an old friend.
Okay, will you come and talk to us at some other time as well if we invite you? Has this been good talking to us?
Earlier, you said that we should fear you. Why is that? Can you tell us why we should fear you?
Got on with that.
That is what you are taught.
So, because we're taught to fear you, we should automatically fear you.
So at the start of this conversation, then, you were just telling us things that you thought we follow, we believe. And as we progressed, you told us more truth, more reality.
Knowledge is power.
Okay. So we're going to go now. Are you going to go back into the mirror? Okay then.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Well, what's your final verdict?
You go.
Oh, she's lifting the cameras up.
Are we going to?
Jane.
Oh wow. Yeah, lots to think about, lots to process, lots to try and find the answers to. And you know, as always, what we're trying to do is find the truth, and that's what drives us. And by speaking to more, when we get communication with more and more of these ancient souls, it just to me, it just inspires me to learn more and to find more answers and to find the truth.
Okay, let's go to Ant. I'm trying not to blind her.
To be honest, I'm not sure. At the start, it definitely came across intimidating because that's what we wanted. But yeah, I think it is just about finding out as much as we can now. And obviously, we've always disproved the myths, haven't we? Sorted out fact from fiction.
Yeah. Okay then, let's go to Amy. What are you thinking about tonight then?
It's interesting. I just think it's a lot to do with people's perceptions of it as well. So.
But don't you think the more and more we do this, the more and more it shows how much we have been brainwashed,
Yeah.
how much we rely on what other people
tell
taught
us. Yeah.
And we believe it. And it's showing to me more and more that I can see where people have perhaps come across these figures in the past, and that they've been either demonized or labeled or something because of the way people have interpreted it, or perhaps on a religious level.
Yeah.
And the more and more we work with these things, and the more and more we find the truth, it's just, you know, it's what we're here for, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think most are probably labelled in that way because they're different, and you know, no one really wants to understand properly. You know, it's different, it's scary, stay away from it, all of that. You know.
So what about you, Mr. Packer?
Let's put the camera on. I think it was fascinating when it says that all species in the galaxy or universe, whatever it's called, are interlinked.
Yeah.
Because this is something we've talked about before, isn't it, Jane?
Yeah.
We're
all connected.
I thought that was fascinating. I thought it was interesting that he said it was death. And I just thought it was funny to start off with.
Well, yeah, it was funny.
And I
wasn't
don't understand why I thought it funny, because if you stood it, if you said to someone, I sat in a chair with death next to me, surely you should be scared.
it? Well, if you said that to someone, you'll be locked up straight away.
Is that because of what we're doing? I don't know.
Yeah, but we're not sort of scared, are we? Because we don't always. We're not going to go, oh, it's death. He's come to get one of us. When am I going to die? And we don't ask stupid questions on with these things. We want genuine communication, and we want genuine answers.
Yeah.
And I think we got a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, I think so. So we're going to call it a night there. I hope you've enjoyed the live feed. We'll be bringing you a lot more next year. You won't be seeing us again before the new year. So from all of us at Haunted Antiques, have a fantastic new year. Don't get too drunk. Don't be silly. Let's not go into another lockdown. And stay safe. So we're going to say goodnight, and we'll see you soon. Happy New Year to you all.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Bye.
Yeah, Happy New Year all.